Welcome back. So we've now got the user interface completed for our temperature converter app. So in this video we're going to finish it all off by adding the JavaScript functions to make sure that the user input is converted to Celsius or to Fahrenheit. So let's head back over to your text editor and then we'll work inside the script tags. So we created two functions. The first one was to Celsius and then one to Fahrenheit, which is going to take the input entered in the input field and then convert it to Celsius or to Fahrenheit. And then we're going to display the result inside this p tag there. So let's create the to Celsius function to begin with. So create the function to Celsius. So to create this, I'm going to create a variable called Celsius. And then inside this variable, I'm going to store the value of the user input. So document.getElementById. And the ID that we want to grab is the user input from the form. So place that inside the brackets. And then we want to grab the value of this user input. So now we've got the value of the user's input, we want to create a calculation to convert this to Celsius. So it begins with the value, minus 32. And then because we're going to multiply this value, let's put this inside the brackets. And then let's multiply this value by 5. And then we need to divide it by 9. And this is the calculation that we need to convert to Celsius. Okay, so now we've got the value of the Celsius stored inside this variable. Let's now round it to the nearest whole number. So Celsius is now going to be equal to math.round. And the number that we want to round is the Celsius variable. So put that inside the brackets. So now let's display the value of Celsius inside the result. So document.getElementById. So let's grab the result dot inner HTML, and then we want to set that to the Celsius variable. So let's save that and check that out in the browser. So let's put a number inside there. So let's put a value of 40. So 40 Fahrenheit, and then let's convert to Celsius. So the conversion is 4. So let's make this label a little bit better by saying that 40 Fahrenheit is equal to 4 Celsius. So inside the inner HTML, so first of all, let's take the user input dot value. So this is the value that the user enters in the field. Then plus, then we'll add a string, say in Fahrenheit is, and then let's add onto the end the Celsius variable. So for example, if the user put the value of 5, this would say 5 Fahrenheit is, and then the correct conversion, and then we want to add a string onto the end to say Celsius. So let's save that and take a look. So 5 Fahrenheit, and then click to Celsius. So there we go, so 5 Fahrenheit is minus 15 Celsius. And let's give this a go with another value. So 8 is minus 13, 30. Okay, so now that side's working, we can create the Fahrenheit function. So to make life easier, let's copy this function, and then we can make some small changes. So this one wants to be 2 Fahrenheit. So the variable of Fahrenheit. So we want to start by doing the same kind of thing. So we want to create the document.getElementById. So we still want to grab the user input and the user input's value, but this time the calculation is slightly different. So it's multiplied by 9, divided by 5, plus 32. So let's just change the Celsius variable back to Fahrenheit, and also in the math.round. And we still want to grab the result label and change the inner HTML, but this time this needs to be Celsius And then this needs to be the Fahrenheit variable. And the string, again, needs to be Fahrenheit. Okay, so let's save that and take a look. So let's put a value inside there and see if this works. So that's not working, so let's go back over and check why. So we've got the Fahrenheit function. That all looks okay, so let's check the input. We just got a spelling mistake there. Needs to be a H inside there, so save that. And let's try again. So 30 Celsius should be equal to 86 Fahrenheit. And then let's just try one more. So 10 Celsius is 50 Fahrenheit. Okay, great, so that's all working now, and that's the end of this video. So I do hope you managed to achieve that by yourself and get it all working correctly. And I hope you enjoyed this challenge, and I'll see you in the next video where we'll take a look at JavaScript events.